Gene head section of it. So Mark to Kester with a J. Dircha Guru said a heen she codgem a heen. Okay, so my hand to sketch to heen and shaw. So these to my dad the sin screw into gastas so to said codgem la CISN 360 degrees. So it's fairly straightforward because it's 0 plus N 360 so it's 0. Okay, now the race tashi la N codgem 0, so you to CIS 0 degrees, which the codgem cos 0 plus I sin 0 0, which the codgem heat plus 0 I, so just heat. Okay, N codgem heat, a race you to CIS 60 degrees, as the race to shin codgem cos 60 plus I sin 60, which the codgem la. Then you be minus yeah, plus square root 3 over 2 be over 2I. Just handy my age skeety then so when you make out was it okay? The plus to the on che. Right, so here can I let N codgem da, so you to see IS 120 degrees, which the codgem cos k to phi plus I sin k to phi, which the codgem la plus the minus yeah plus square root of 3 over 2I. Right, N codgem 3, so CIS k arpmo degrees, so this is codgem cos k arpmo plus I sin k arpmo, which the codgem luigi heat. N codgem k, because it is the cos the 180 codgem minus 1, sin the 180 codgem 0. Right, cos the k, you to CIS yeah heat cara degrees, codgem cos yeah heat cara plus I sin yeah head caraha degrees, which the codgem plus the minus luigi square root 3 over 2I. Now so these you can join that and codgem quick you to CIS 3 head degrees, which the codgem cos 3 head degrees plus I sin 3 head degrees, which the codgem minus that should be plus go in this minus square root 3 over 2I. Now make it to say, ma haman to say Charlie us, you to go in 0. Because the rest of the spell heart and circle. Okay? Now, the rest of the year sin party heal, so we should add an okay la shed. Now party daughters show that these roots can be written 1 omega squared omega cubed. Now, mata CIS 0 degrees codgem la heat. So it's codgem codgem omega. Okay? Now, Tinkancha or codgem heen, come with us heen and then omega and darnican. So it's the shin codgem heen, so it's no good. Alright? Now, how much then you show cos the CIS 60? Just see remember show these first in balance. Mohim says CIS 60 degrees codgem omega. Then to cos CIS 60 squared. That's good CIS 60 squared. That's good because shin. Come with your bracket to muita. Shin omega squared. Because J60 squared. Who said Demur's theorem is 120 degrees. So hence it's omega squared. Here can I to the fall CIS 60 degrees cubed. So no 60 by 3 is 180. So raised to shin cosmo omega cubed. CIS 60 to the power of 4 is omega k hat. As you can journal CIS 60 degrees to the power of 5, which is 300 degrees, is omega 5. So to be add these in terms of omega. But the CIS 60 degrees cosmos omega, then to be add the short CIS 60 squared, 60 cubed, worth the k hat, worth the quick. Does that make sense? And hence to be add these in the form omega squared cubed k hat agus quick. Okay, now let's just know going. When you get part of it some, to make get a J hash branch. So just bugger machine on. Okay, so to get a chest branch, show that go heen plus omega squared plus omega cubed plus omega k plus omega quick codgem 0. Now, dial in a hash branch. Now, what the run then you have to see an example anyway is for your omega squared, which is sha value short. Ma home to each and leaks us, had to go out, 0. but the dog hardly any gan you saw usage is ruddy and into as current to surely cosmla A. So leg dot A if a cosmla hin plus omega squared plus omega cubed plus omega kh plus omega quick. Okay? Now, so sin head rod. Now, ruddy antigen made in negative to my get it for ratio than hin and shot. So made in negative for omega. So you to omega A cosmla omega plus omega squared plus omega cubed plus omega kh plus omega quick plus omega shape because we did negative for omega. Now, 0 omega to the power of 6. Now, my hint is back to omega to the power of 6 cosmla CIS 60 degrees to the power of 6, which the cosmla CIS 360 degrees, which the cosmla heat. So that gives me a value of 1. Okay? Now, so to add the heat and I show back is down. So test something is equal omega A cosmla omega plus omega squared plus omega cubed plus omega kh plus omega quick plus heat. Okay? Now, more comparing to shin lisi khan to shin cosmla A. So next test we go omega A cosmla A because surely A because it's 1 plus omega squared cubed 4 equals 5. So now kernel A to an A trasne you to omega A minus A cosmla 0. I guess we factorize. So spoken in Swiss touchbook. We factorize so you to A for omega minus 1 cosmla 0. So therefore kai A with cosmla 0. I guess in A2 because nihigla omega nyasa cosmla he. Because when this omega minus 1 equals 0, omega equals 1, so kai A with cosmla 0. Okay? And there's your solution. So soon as I calculate hash patch. Okay? To these we should into sample not for example we should sample. Now, okay head partial got some. Rubber awkward for to reach now, mercury head some chestpan equal omega plus omega squared plus omega kh plus omega quick cosmla 0. Right, so we get it in the hash patch. The part over the kh. Right? Now, my aim at packaging head equation. Going with for hin plus omega squared plus omega cubed plus omega kh plus omega quick cosmla 0. Okay? Now, market test omega 3 o the texture. I could show to omega cubed cosmla j minus 1. Nyal omega cubed to be in shot. So coming for ratio to omega cubed in shot. So test going equal omega cubed cosmla luji heat. So therefore you to heat plus omega squared plus minus 1 plus omega kh plus omega quick cosmla 0. Now reached can ye heat in the caluma and therefore to mitfakala omega plus omega squared plus omega kh plus omega quick cosmla 0. I guess you know the get judgment. That's what we wanted to prove. You can on any shot. So chain rod the rumaging chan time for ratio to hin I guess omega cubed. To omega cubed cosmla luji hin. So subbalance in the staff cal you may hin them off and therefore to me factor and not to me get it. So it's an okay again. Okay, and just use it the basis. Okay, right. So it's in another ball. Okay, right. Ramajuri, Triligi Kesh over the 3 jig and shin do not split the hop. Okay, so you're going to 3 jig, quick jig, a sharp jig. Alright, so just 3 jig, quick jig, and sharp jig, and then Ramajuri, so we're going to make gem almost shape, that's true to the end. I guess Ramajuri because you head section all the time. Now, Najin Jarmut screw to Moira or probability. Okay? So to screw to is the wrong Moira probability, and then to D is the helix clean image complex numbers, and then hash image canoe. Right. So, mar cymryd yw'r cestio fyr y 3 O sio iawn yn ni. Cestio jai. Agus bog mwyn sys gyda cestio 3 Now, cestio 3 dwrt a gro y sed. Sed cubed codrum na hyn. Okay, so tas me off a sed cubed codrum na hyn. Mark ar the diagram, sin hyn and sin. So tas good go a sed cubed codrum la CIS n 360 degrees. N codrum 0, n codrum hyn, n codrum la da. Because you're on that 3 root, so 0, 1 and 2. So raised to me well CIS 0 degrees, which the codrum hyn. Due to CIS Kate 50 degrees. As opposed to this in the screw, well, the sed cubed, but I'm a punching in form of it. In which pause. Right, so when you got, so you made CIS. Oh, so no, the dirt map, you may so can you come here to sed codrum CIS n 360 degrees to the power of. To the power of 3 or third go with this gal so raise to sed codrum CIS n Kate to 3 degrees. So tashila n codrum 0, n codrum hyn, n codrum da, so you to CIS 0 degrees, which the codrum hyn, you to CIS Kate to 3 degrees, which the codrum chanty didn't you plus square root 3 is going to do I. I guess you to CIS yeah hit cara degrees, which the codrum le minus square root 3 is going to do I. Blue Julia, go in this guy. Aye, because I can hold that some with this good G. Well, I can do here minus le minus s and 0, shin minus n and 0, so that's what I'm going to go to 0. Right, shouldn't get the forest. Now, head part le test so good say. Now, can you come in your shop? Go well, hyn plus omega squared codrum 0. Whereas higlam shin codrum hyn, shin omega agus shin omega squared. Okay? Now, so to hyn plus omega squared codrum 0, just me get the obru ma. So mark it the kest, to me get the obru ma, kest 3 jig, go well hyn plus omega, made the fa, hyn plus omega squared codrum na hyn. Okay? So she know to me get the now to hyn plus omega codrum na gajeun head formula. Mark it this head formula vem so omega squared trasne testum gol hyn plus omega gol ve codrum na luje omega squared. And then okay let's because my harm says hyn plus omega codrum to omega squared tras to minus omega squared. So next to the hyn plus omega swapper from your minus omega squared. J for hyn plus omega squared to omega tras to minus omega. Medicine you to omega cubed, which is codrum hyn. And there you have it. Because when you come here to omega cubed, codrum CIS K to 3 degrees cubed, which is codrum CIS 360, which is codrum hyn. So we reached the data chest from goals and codrum hyn. Okay, does that finishing here? Right, try to just quick jig with us. Now, in the upper jump, so they just cover one omega. Out in the question journal leak, because you leak a said cubed equals 1. I know. So the number of it, so just in the one omega part. Then the question quick jig short, just in the part omega. Okay, because the right kernel ton. So the good side and all this kernel chop. Yeah. Right, so mark it to a richard canala. Just a quick jig to make getty 3 plus da omega medifa she plus k omega squared. Right, mi geri chest branch go sin codrum la ceacht. Okay. So, hedrod the end to made the man lubinilik. So the end anyway. Made the man lubini. So you to 3 for she you to archeg, 3 for ceacht you to dog omega squared, da for she you to dog omega plus art omega cubed. So we get each chest branch goes in codrum la ceacht. Now, so you to archeg plus dog bracket omega plus omega squared plus art for heen, because that's going to go omega cube codrum la heen, codrum la ceacht. Now, j tasking for omega plus omega squared goes in codrum la j. So you to rj plus, now we have to smushy go heen plus omega squared codrum 0, so to omega plus omega squared codrum luj heen. So you to dog for luj heen plus art codrum ceacht. So you to ceacht codrum ceacht agus sinné jant. Record the room. So just record, just to have reach. But the just to make you shot for shot. Make you maha, group all Dutch omegas. So to omega squared plus omega sin minus heen on test journal, that's which on test journal, that's going to omega cube, codrum heen, and then just make it in the maw, so we shoot it the price. It's okay. Right. Primary, just remember second edition of species, and then primary section journal, and then show me really complex numbers. Okay? You want to chapter. Get the journal, it's just, that may be positive. So this is a little bit awkward, but it's a hiking hard to have fairly straightforward. Okay? Right. Just remember, home to these excuses, and then I would read the head section up. Is it okay, is it? Is it okay, listen? Is it here? Right. Now, Elke Park Journal. Ceacht, quite a spot in when you use pepper food. The last section. You're on that Kellerud la full. Kellerud. Okay? You can soon follow me, but it's easy peasy. Okay? So I'm sure free Charlotte League live in it. Right? So, Lockjaw she's lit the hop. Right? So just copy a road to Muscully and shop. Right. So Merkin to say the text load. Chap we do prove that sine of 3 theta is equal to the following. Right? So you know the climate crew. Now, so Mohashima then you go off. Right? So we get a crew, so lay crew. Well, sine the 3 theta codrum 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Agus faster, usually we all get faster chest band will cost the 3 theta, so it's going to in verge. Alright, so the end with your verge, we get it crew faster will cost the 3 theta codrum cos cubed theta minus 3 stage. So going to get equal cos 3 theta cosma ceacht cos square theta cube theta going to minus 3 cos theta. So similar to la crew. Okay. Cubed theta. Okay. For 3 cos theta. So similar to Jaime crew. I shouldn't die how say Easter exam. Crew go sine 3 theta cosma shen or crew go cos the 3 theta cosma shen. And that's certainly very good. Right? There's I use De Moivre's theorem. Okay? Now, Morris within De Moivre's theorem. So toss to go in the go cos theta plus I sine theta. Now, what the 3 agus and shot, I get 3 agus and shot to the power, so Tesco goes shen cosma. So cos 3 theta plus I sine 3 theta, Tesco goes shen cosma cos theta plus I sine theta to the power of 3. Okay, we go out to 3. Well, on your right as you head stage. So then we got out, because we quoted cos 3 theta or sin 3 theta, then we got weighted to the power of 3. Now, lig da, just for handiness. So lig da C a bheith codumla cos theta, agus lig da S a bheith codumla sin theta. Agus yenny sin ruddy just net ogad skew cos agus sin agoni just do set C agus S. Well, sin okay. Right? And then to just go weight to sin mo. Right? So just test like that dodge algebra. So raise what we get equal to cos C plus IS cubed. Right? So we get sin weight to mo. Okay, so like the C we codumla cos theta, S we codumla sin theta, right? So we get sin a cube. So raise to me tosh it C plus IS made for C plus IS made for C plus IS. Right? So we get sin like weight to mo. So you have to C squared plus da ICS plus I squared S squared. So she need get the bracket made you. So okay again. Now obviously the I squared codumla lujahim. Okay, so raise to with facula. C squared plus da ICS minus S squared. So we got the S for C plus IS. Okay, and then just made this in up. So you have to C squared for C, you have to C cubed. C squared for IS, you have to IC squared S. Da ICS for C, you have to da IC squared S. I guess da IC S made for IS. You have to plus da I squared C S squared. Minus S squared for C, you have to minus C S squared. I guess minus S squared for IS, you have to minus IS cubed. Okay, so it's an elig made more. Now, group. We'll rather be in shin higlin groupa. So raised higlin shin, I guess shin a groupa, because it's IC squared S. Faster higlin shin. Higlin shinna add G minus 1, so higlin shin agus shinna groupa. Okay, so to make facula C cubed plus 3IC squared S. Now shin minus, so to make all the way facula minus da minus hin, so minus 3CS squared minus IS cubed. Like shin a lig me the monas. Okay. Well, on the okay lamparchin. On in your right lesson. Yeah. It is to I squared codumla lujaheen, so it will be minus 2I or minus 2CS squared minus CS squared is minus 3CS squared. Wasn't okay. Okay. Now, take me to go again. Now, cushion compare shin and ash. Let's rod the view. So we can grow cos the 3 theta plus I sin the 3 theta nash codumla C cubed plus 3IC squared S minus 3CS squared minus IS cubed. Okay, now partial and the real parts. So we'll take all the real parts. So relation cos the 3 theta codumla C cubed shin imaginary minus 3CS squared. Okay, now we hint back you'll say in the beyond. So it's just cos. Can we for ratio the sine squared? Now I mean to back a G trigonometry. First we're going go all sine squared theta plus cos squared theta codumla he with the lower table. So ratio can write equal S squared plus C squared codumla he. So task can equal S squared codumla 1 minus C squared. So Higgins shinanash is sobal back to Shahan Shah. We should okay again. So to me just lock sine squared A plus cos squared A equals 1. So the S squared plus C squared codumla he. So the S squared codumla 1 minus C squared. So what shin is that? So the shin codumla C cubed minus 3C for 1 minus C squared. Because the net S squared to me could the net S squared to me could 1 minus C squared. It's the shin codumla C cubed minus 3C plus C cubed 3C cubed. So the sin cosma 4c cubed minus 3c. Agus sin rud bhí ogun was ige buir. Mercant se ige buir. We made a quartu grosha cosma 4 cos cubed theta minus 3c. So it's my quartu 4c cubed minus 3c. So merctu back he's to give on. Sin rud the token shan. And then he got sin scribe back into normal rod, so sin 4 cos cubed theta minus 3 cos theta. Agus sin head part jant. That's your real. We should okay. We'll get a couple of bombs in the screen sheets. Okay, so just in machine rubber bug this we should add the eka. Agus in right turn and that's down. We should add down the part in. So take the imaginary part in this agus then saying cube theta. Okay, so take the imaginary part you're in us, agus then saying cube theta. Tarsa Lisa. Tarsa. This thing we put in that. You can do that. Where's your biggest one? So, just exactly right kind of for the imaginary part. So, lock within the imaginary part. That's going to equal sine 3 theta cosmra 3I, so 3c squared dash. And if you are to I is scribe because it is the imaginary part, minus s cubed. Minus s cubed. Now, obviously, the c squared and short came for ratio. So, these go back to g short. So, we this is back to g s squared plus c squared cosmra heen. That's going to go c squared cosmra 1 minus s squared. So, you can see the sub all the okay, so the sin cosmra 3 s made it for 1 minus s squared minus s cubed. We the cosmra 3s minus 3s cubed minus s cubed. Okay, with the east. Spoken machine sues. And therefore to make 3s minus 4s cubed. With the cosmos 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cubed theta agus sin rud imid geri hashbot. Chesna ma div kin de la 2 so harla si kesh. So kesh to dog is 3 la hella. Da agus 3. Right, so tashi off to cos 4 theta plus I sine 4 theta cosmla. It is to sin colve cosma cos theta plus I sine theta to the power of 4. Okay, and then obviously he can sin screw in shorthand. So C plus IS equal to K. So kaita sin the monas. That's the hard bit. It's made the ma C plus IS to the power of 4. Now, couple of die hokla sin yenu. Hokla de like the ma. No, jela hokla new such. Binomial like a binomial expansion. Because it's the power of 4 to put more made to check. Probably easier binomial expansion is it. Can we go over a binomial expansion? Now, so you decide. If you get a new made them up, if you get a new with a binomial expansion. Right, we should get Ramish afraid of binomial expansion method. Right? Can you go there? Right, so can you come here for your binomial expansion? For your binomial expansion, aber sin the x agus sin the y. Okay? Sin the x agus sin the y. So you toss 2 off. 4 choose 0. You do x value sin c to the power of 4. Right? Plus 4 choose 1. I guess you do c to the power of 3 by is to the squared. To the power of 1. Going to is to the power of 1. Plus 4 choose 2. you to c squared made for is squared. Agus plus 4 choose 3 you to c made for is cubed. As you can journal 4 choose 4 for is to the power of 4. Because shouldn't I sketch the leave the markers a binomial expansion? Coming over Shannon. We're coming over binomial expansion. Yeah, hopefully. Okay, now 4 choose 0 shin heed. So you have to c to the power of 4. Plus 4 choose 1 shin kehe. You have to c cubed for is. So correspond I for s is just made for I again. It's probably these is way less great. So you have to 4c squared s imaginary. Plus 4 choose 2 shin 6. You have to c squared minus s squared. Well, I'm in your right catch where my minus s squared is. And yeah, I'm standing in your catch where my minus s squared. Aye, because is for is is I squared s squared. So I squared is minus 1, so it's minus s squared. What's an okay again? So I squared s squared is minus 1 by s squared, which is minus s squared. Conjourna plus 4 choose 3 shin kehe. You to c immediately. Now shin I cubed. Now can you come here to I cubed cause from I squared made for I, which is minus I. So just can you come your shot. Okay, so raised to the full I cubed made for s cubed. So it raised it's minus is cubed. So raised it's s cubed made for I. I guess it raised to minus color. Okay, so to minus color is the answer. Okay, so really locking for raised and plus I guess just correspond minus. Like to get the journal, it's heen made for I squared is 1, so it's s to the power of 4. Okay, so the factor c here plus 4c cubed si plus or minus, so the factor minus 6c squared s squared minus k c s cubed plus s to the power of 4. The shouldn't like made the monash it goes to binomial expansion, which is far easier than trial to the brackets like we do than the brackets we give it them. Does that make sense? Okay, right, and then just which I should do for your ball. Then the real, then the imaginary. Right, the screw the more that's what's in for you 30. Alright? Then stature or not or probability. With the scar. Some any improvement to the screw the journal.